As a child, my dad sat me down and explained the gospel this way, that when I did bad things, it was called sin, and it made my heart dirty. He took a plate and squirted ketchup on it to illustrate my dirty heart. Then he explained that Jesus died for my sin, and that only Jesus could clean my heart. My dad rinsed off the plate in some soapy water to illustrate the point. I wanted Jesus to clean my heart, so my dad prayed with me. I actually don't remember this conversation. So did it happen? Was I really saved at such a young age? I wrestled with that question for a long time, and here's what I discovered. Jesus says to let the little children come to him, and don't hinder them. I believe that yes, I was saved. I understood as much about Jesus' plan of salvation as a 2-year-old could, that I had done bad things and Jesus could fix it. All I had to do was ask him to. As simple as that is, that's all we really need to know when we come to Jesus. As I grew, my understanding deepened. I learned that sin isn't just the bad things we do, but that it's missing God's holy standard. I learned that his forgiveness is for all my sins, past, present, and future. And I learned that without Jesus, I would be separated from God for all eternity. I've also learned that my dad's ketchup and plate illustration is a great way to explain salvation to kids. A few kids here at Grace have even come to Christ when I shared it with them. In my teen years, my doubts about my salvation experience came to a head. I had been told by some adults that it didn't count if I couldn't remember it, so I should ask Jesus in my heart again, just in case. But that didn't fit with the rest of my understanding. I loved Jesus. I had been baptized and had my spiritual language. I had even shared the gospel with my cousins, who accepted Jesus into their hearts. I remember praying and asking God how the puzzle pieces fit together, and I was surprised by his response. Just like Job, he answered me with a question. He asked me if I wanted a life without him, or if I wanted to be with him forever. I pictured a vast, dark abyss in front of me, and I knew I was looking at what life would be like without him, and it terrified me. In tears, I told God that I never wanted to be without him. Then he answered my question. He told me that just as I had chosen him today, I'd been choosing him my entire life. From that first day at 2 years old, I'd just kept choosing him over and over and over. So the two most important things I learned about salvation is 1, while the day you come to Christ is the most important day of your life, salvation also includes a constant renewing of that choice. It's taking up our cross daily and following Jesus. And 2, salvation is valuable at any age. As the children's pastor at Grace, I never discount a child's age when they come to Christ. They have their entire lives to come to a deeper understanding. But by choosing to follow Jesus at a young age, they get to grow up loving their Savior and choosing him from the start. I don't remember the day I first chose Jesus, but I have chosen to follow him every day since. And that's what my testimony is, living each day as a choice to follow my Savior, even from my earliest days.